So I've been down with the sickness for the last week. Apologies for not posting more. While I've been sick though, I've been sifting through a lot of older films and thought it wouldn't hurt to review one every now and then here. So let's start off these retro reviews with one of my favorite obscure flicks from the 70s, Sss. That's with 7 S's to be exact. Don't see Sss with 6 S's. It pales in comparison. Welcome back to ML Miller Frights. I'm ML Miller. Before we begin, please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. Sss, aka Snake and Hiss of Death, came out in 1973. This film is available on Blu-ray from the Shout Factory, and it's streaming on Amazon Prime. It's directed by Bernard Kowalski and written by Hal Dresner from a story by Dan Striepeke. Sss is an animal gone wild horror film, the kind that was all the rage in the 70s, with Frogs, Squirm, Food of the Gods, Night of the Lepus, and so on. All of them depicted animals rising up and wreaking vengeance on us pesky humans. Though Sss isn't another environmental tale with the animals reacting to nuclear waste disposal or proximity to atom bomb testing, it still bears the credo, don't fuck with Mother Nature. In Sss, a mad scientist type named Dr. Stoner, played by Strother Martin, who coincidentally played Arnold Stoner in Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke, I smell a connected universe here, chooses human test subjects and attempts to turn them into snakes. Eager college student David Blake, played by A-Team's faceman Dirk Benedict, volunteers to be his lab assistant without knowing that the good doctor's previous assistant has mysteriously vanished. Immediately, Stoner begins injecting Blake with green fluid, which was actually really injected into the actor with a real syringe. Now that's what I call method acting. These injections are told to Blake will act as a precaution for snake bites, though soon Blake begins to feel all slithery and scaly. At the same time, he develops a romance with the doctor's daughter, Christina, who has an affinity for snakes herself, of course. The 70s version of Cobra Kai's William Zabka, aka Reb Brown, best known as TV's Captain America and Boomer in Uncommon Valor, makes his big screen debut and plays a vain school bully who serves as trouble for Blake and Christina's relationship and eventually ends up as snake food. A little history about Sss. Steven Spielberg was actually first approached to direct this film, but the studios decided to go with Bernard Kowalski, who was an accomplished movie director who helmed such films as Terror in the Sky, Attack of the Giant Leeches, Night of the Blood Beast, and Stiletto, as well as TV shows such as Mission Impossible and The Untouchables. Kowalski went on to direct a lot more TV shows such as Beretta, The Rockford Files, and Columbo, while Spielberg faded into box office obscurity with low-budget flops like Jaws, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Raiders of the Lost Ark. So I think they went with the right guy. Live snakes were used throughout the shoot, leaving much of the cast squirming and trying hard to overcome their fear of snakes. There are snakes galore in Sss, and those of you with ophidiophobia might actually find it pretty scary. The scenes with actual snakes are impressive, especially the ones with the king cobra. The acting is kind of stiff, and the camera work is rudimentary, but the effects are better than one would expect from a 70s B-grade movie. The scenes of the humans in mid-transformation and the carnival snake man are inspired, though seeing Dirk Benedict writhe around on the floor losing control of his limbs is kind of laughable. But it also felt hauntingly reminiscent of the uncomfortable transformation of a man to beast in Kevin Smith's Tusk. Apparently, Benedict had to be taken from scene to scene in a stretcher during the final stages of his transformation. The dramatic finale with Stoker going off the deep end, worshipping a king cobra while a snaky Dirk Benedict battles a mongoose, made the film for me. That's just my flavor of batshit crazy. Sss is a schlocky good time, as long as you don't take it too seriously. Though with a name like Sss, I don't think there's any chance of that. So there you go, a quick little review. Let me know down in the comments if you want to see more of these. You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're